It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for the Bengals. 68 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The kick,
and he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Chargers 0. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On second down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another.
And he is here. Touchdown, Bengals. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. I told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
On first down, Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down. It's Gibson, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough, and the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. 21-0 our score after 1.
Chargers, nothing.
On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Herbert. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down, Burrow, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Now Callaway on the return. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and that'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Bengals 21. Chargers.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Burrow will throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
1 yard line.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Backwards, back to the 33.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Chargers 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it, 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. So on the left side here, and it's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That'll be complete to Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A pickup of 44 yards.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, it's Gibson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Seibert's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And Allen's got it. He'll They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 47.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert off of play action. And that's into the hands of Eckler. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. The 20. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10.
It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And leads to 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Drew Tranquill. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We'll come up here on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Here we go with Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's back to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. A final shot now for Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
27.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.